Oye, Trina Christine Mason here. How's everyone doing? It's been a while since I've got to check in with you and to send you some personal Reiki and energy. So this is my little update, if you will, and it's for everyone, not just Michael, even though Michael has been a great friend and agent to my happiness. And I want to say he's been active in my life for about a year now. And it's been such a pleasure to be learning and growing together. And I'm totally amazed by his contribution and his loyalty and his consistency. It's been quite amazing getting to know him along with so many other individuals who have just become such intimate parts of my journey. You know, a lot of what I'm doing wouldn't be possible without your personal motivation or your financial contributions, or sometimes even just your words of wisdom pushing me towards the good. You have no idea how difficult it is for me sometimes to just be. I'm constantly working and constantly putting out positive energy, and a lot of times I'm cleaning up a lot of other people's energetic fields, and it can become overwhelming processing so many energies that aren't my own. And I recently started working in the world's largest psychic community known as Cassadaga, and that has been a learning process in itself. The rates that they charge are, for 15 minutes it's $40, and then for 30 minutes it's $60, and for a couples reading it's $80 for 30 minutes. And then the ratio that is being worked out right now is that they take $10 from every reading plus half. So a lot of that has been enlightening. I do believe the shop is very worthy of what it's taking, because they do have an overhead, they are providing a space, and you know, the business has to go on. However, what's been enlightening for me is recognizing that I am worth those rates, and now I am moving on to a pace where I'm channeling or attempting to transition myself into a position where I feel comfortable charging those rates on the open field, basically, like as I travel, pop up with a sign and charge those same exact rates. I've been asking a lot of people, like, what are words that I can use that emulate the word psychic without saying psychic? You know, I've heard some really funny responses. Someone told me that since the city isn't allowing me to write psychic, that I should jokingly put psycho readings, and that, you know, if I get in any trouble, just be like, what, I'm psycho. I thought that was kind of funny, and I was originally going to put intuitive, and then yesterday I had, I guess you could say, the Great Spirit. I am clairaudient, so I heard this message telling me to ask these particular two girls that were at the Osprey Tacos in St. Augustine, along with this person that I call Confucius. And I was shocked that they both said the same thing in the same day. And thank you so much, Katie and Alex and Confucius. They came up with the idea of writing the word energy readings, because one of the greatest blessings about this is that I've stepped out of having to feel like I need the cards in order to make the client feel more comfortable, or for me to be more comfortable with my gifts. And basically I'm not using any tools at this point, and I would like to be offering more of my sound healing and a lot other ways that I can serve my energy. And coming up with rates has been excessively difficult, especially with, like, I guess you could say, the level of poverty that I came from in the past, of that poor mentality, and basically, like, I guess you could say, like, minimum wage mentality, or however which way you want to see it. I'm not really saying that I grew up like really poor, though. Like, I suppose it's more of like a level of consciousness, again, like, where am I at my mind, or how much do I think my self-worth is, and things like that. It's just been excessively... Boo! Somebody called, so it kind of like interrupted my video, but now I went into airplane mode, so that won't be happening again. I just want to continue where I was at, so hopefully you can get that. I guess part of me also just wanted to vent, like, the shadowy aspects of, like, doing what I do. You understand? Like, a lot of times people are drawn to my energy and they don't know why. Sometimes they think it has to do with them wanting to like be with me in a relationship, or they think that they want to make love to me, or they think like all these different things. And then sometimes people will want to like you know, like they'll try to like do something for me. Like, let's say they want to buy me dinner or something. They're like really like they're trying to find ways subconsciously to commission me so that they feel there's like an equal energetic exchange for like what service I provide. Sometimes people just being around me, like they say that they get like a high, or that I clean them up, or that I take all their excess. And I've also been like a great deep humanitarian. So like sometimes I'll just basically do like a donation based experience. Like, let's say somebody can only afford $20, so like I'll try to like give them my time, my energy in a level that is $20 worth, or sometimes even double that, you know, if I feel like they're really doing the work and that they're actually heeding my instructions. You know, I actually just got another vision right now, and I know that there is a woman. I'll go ahead and say your name, Emily. I do still have your emails, and I do apologize that things have just been kind of chaotic lately. I've been like processing a lot of other people's energies, as stated before. I am glad that I got to do the phone reading with you, though I do still want to give you some more energy, even though you feel like, you know, like I'm supposed to honor the rate that my shop charges, even outside now, in which I adore you for, and I just hope that, you know, that makes me want to give to you even more. Though like you have some really amazing things going on in your Akashic records, and it would be an honor to like serve you in those ways by putting my concentrated energy on you, if you should allow and choose, which I think you do due to the emails that you have sent. And I'm excessively motivated by your energy and your beliefs and your strength. And it's not like very common that like I'm feeding upon someone else's positive energy as much as like other people are just taking. And a lot of times it can be so difficult to command boundaries and to like say, hey, listen, if you want my focused attention and my time and energy, please pay for my time. And some people, like a lot of times, they don't understand that. They just think that I should just drop everything and give them attention, or that like if I'm doing God's work that it should be completely free. Though just like you tithe at the church and you give back, you know, it's the same way when working with an individual. And Keith, I have not forgotten the need for me to become a minister through the dude. I promise I'm going to do that work before I head down to South Florida. I know I've been yakking about it a lot, though let me speak with my actions and show you what's really going on. And you can only imagine the stress that I've been dealing with. Yesterday was an excessively rough day, dealing with some people, and some people try to say that they need my help in other ways, such as being physically active and assisting them with their transitions, though really they just need like my motherly, loving attention and take up my mental space. And just, I had to really command my boundaries and just pull the plug on that, which was also painful because it was someone that I actually genuinely care about and would enjoy the best possible outcome, though they don't seem to be in a position where they would actually consciously choose to invest $40 or whatever into their own personal healing, like such as getting like actual energy work or massage or just aromatherapy or sound healing. Like they're not really in that kind of awareness for themselves and serving themselves that. And it can be really frustrating when dealing with people who just lack seeing value and appreciation in what you do, or like what that actually serves. And I can't really give that to them. I'm gonna have to be patient and kind and considerate, and sometimes it's difficult to treat myself that way. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you what I have received and allowing me to vent here. it's not easy. And sometimes I do things that I regret, you know, and I'm not perfect. Like last night, after dealing with 2 dudes, basically, that just completely depleted my energy and my mental space, I ended up picking up a bottle of wine and I bought it here for myself to drink alone. And it's not really like me to really do that. I actually have never done that before while living here, and I've been here a year now. It's been quite the process, and I'm not necessarily proud of like what I've done for my coping mechanisms, especially for like, I guess you could define it as self-harm, you know, to my liver and things like that. And I woke up not really feeling so good, so I thought that I was getting an escape. It was actually more of a punishment. It was one of the dumbest things I could do, especially like right now before I do the ayahuasca. I'm about to be doing fasting. I'm gonna have to fast 10 hours before doing my 3rd combo. Oh, speaking of which, I totally picked off my scabs. I couldn't help it. And scars are totally formulating. I do not encourage you to pick your scabs. What more can I do? I do apologize for any of you who may have absorbed some negative energy or thought processes that have come from basically my making and me sharing my energetic experiences. I am aware of quantum physics and eco-energetic exchanges. I am doing my best to clean up and to repent or to make things better, being consciously aware. It hasn't been easy, and I'm in this process of making like all these major transitions, and there's even slight embarrassment and grouchiness at the self, and I'm just working on loving myself. And sometimes for me that means painting my face up and doing all these forms of expressions, though sometimes that can represent even more self-loathing or self-hatred and misapproval. So I'm attempting to be gentle with myself and just watch and notice these things instead of judging and trying to change and manipulate things. And I'm doing my best not to get sick. I get physically ill from processing so much energies. I am going to go ahead and get out of here, and I love you very much. Thank you so much for your kindness, your considerations, and creating a space for me inside your mental space. It means so much to me. And I see those of you who are giving back, and I'm so thankful for you, aside from just being a viewer and just taking everything that I have to give for free. And my fans only, thank you so much to you. Also, if you're not a member of that, please check out the link below and make yourself a contributor. It's also an option. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.